Hello everyone, my name is Barbara and I'm going to show you my FO eventually, a shawl that I knitted, and this is the Whispering Pines shawl. It is a paint pattern. It is special for me because I received this pattern from my viewer, thank you so much, and a double special because another viewer helped me up to backed me up to get yarn because I ran out of it. I cast it on in February and it's May and I was able to finish now, so I'm delighted with it. So why Whispering Pines shawls? Because those little things that you can see up here, they're apparently pines, trees. Oh, and eventually this shawl is mine. Okay, I'm going high pitch now. So what I want to tell you about, first maybe what I use to make this shawl. So I use needles and I use interchangeable set 4mm with 80cm wire. I don't have it here because obviously I'm knitting another shawl. So that's that. And the yarn that I use is Debbie Bliss Fine Donegal. The color is 54005. And it is merino wool 95% and 5% cashmere. As you can notice, I have 2 more balls. I'll make a hat, mittens, I don't know what else. Something about pattern. And just to tell you, this is a paid pattern, so obviously I won't be telling you how to exactly make this shawl, so obviously forgive me that. But I can tell you how I knitted all of this. And as kind of a new person to knit shawls, the beginning was quite okay. The middle section, the main part, that was fine too. Until we got to the section when the pines are here. And here I had to figure out something new for me. When we want to have that nice kind of knit stitch in the middle when we're joining other 2 stitches. And the way it was written down, I did not get it. I just make my own thing, which I think looks exactly the same thing. And I hope this is what actually was written down. I'm so bad in understanding things. In the middle of it, there is information about how to create those pines. What I was missing like how many those pines we have in the rows, because I was so afraid after my previous experience that I was missing stitches and I wanted to have more control of it, not maybe go with the flow. Yeah, I was missing that. You will have information how many stitches overall you have in the row, but we're talking of here about just about 300 stitches, so reading each time, maybe that wasn't the best idea for me anyway, so I was just hoping that each time I will end up with the same. I was reading this pattern. I know there is a chart, and maybe if I follow the chart, but I'm not familiar with that much yet, I just followed the writing. And I hope it ended up the same way that it should be, because I was pleased while I was knitting and I kind of figure out where something should be and there. In regards to the chart, now I'm knitting a different shawl. That'd be in the future. I'm knitting another shawl and this is a campfire shawl and I'm actually following the chart, and that kind of makes more sense for me. This shawl is amazing. I think I'm going to knit it again. Definitely, because I don't want to have a feeling that this shawl had to be knitted for so long. I definitely can do it in a shorter time than 3 months. So that's that. But I'm amazed with the hashtag. Go on the hashtag Whispering Pines SHAWL and you'll see more amazing projects. So I really recommend this pattern. Maybe not completely for a beginner, because I got confused, but if you're stubborn like me, you'll get through it. Yeah, and then the other thing was, then I've never ever done a picot, that's how you call it. I've never done a picot bind off, so I went on YouTube and I just browsed first 3 that popped out over there, and the one that I noticed, they said that you can do it with any number of stitches. You can make that small bomb, bigger or smaller, and because Pattern didn't say so and I wasn't smart enough to actually look again on the photo, I figure out that I will have them each time my pine, so you see here, finishes. So it's here in the middle, here, 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 and I'm so happy with this. Basically, when I finished it and I flipped the page over and you have shawl, you may not see it there. They're all so close together, so I don't know how often I had to do that. Well, I haven't even, it didn't even come into my mind that I should kind of look at it and see how often those small peacocks are showing off. So when I finished, I figured I'm going to leave it this way, and I kind of liked it because it is an extra work. I probably would be still knitting it. So I like this kind of effect. I hope you like that too. It is not originally in the pattern this way. I love it, and as you can see, where's this one? This one here. I haven't wound up the ends yet. No worries, I will. Let me stretch it now. It's too big to stretch it, so I show you sections. And this is another side, my pine trees. And you may notice that my yarn overs are bigger over here than over here, because somewhere around here I discovered that my pearls are not the way they should be. That's why I was getting slightly different effect, and that's why those yarn overs are getting from smaller to bigger over here. So kind of slightly different too. But this is it. This is my shawl. And one more thing that I got, a pin. But here is this beauty. I hope you enjoyed this pattern. Let me know what you think if you've knitted it. And I definitely want to nail this pattern one day. Bye! Ooh, something for knitters this year, because this year was for non-knitters. If you didn't know how to knit a hat, you could win a hat. So let's go and do something for knitters this time. And what I'll have in mind, I will be gifting patterns.